Have you had this problem with your dog? This is an extended leash, and this is the leader of the extended leash. As you can see, this one's almost through again, so I can't trust it. I've been all over the internet trying to find somebody who has replaced this. I've been to pet stores. Nobody seems to sell it for this type of extended leash again, so rather than have to buy a new one, I decided to come up with my own plan of replacing this with something a dog can't replace. If you think of spraying this with pepper spray, I did that too. The dog seems to like the darn stuff, so that option was out. I'll show you the finished product and then I'll go through and do it with this. Here's the finished product on another extended leash here. As you can see, this is it's called airplane cable. And it's nice and smooth. It's not going to hurt your dog. And if you do it properly, the connections here, I'll show you how to do it properly. There's no spiky ends to get in your dog's mouth. Besides, your dog will only try chewing it once and they won't do it again. So here's the finished product. The total cost of this thing, this airplane cable, I got 16 gauge. If your dog is smaller, my dog is 18 pounds. If your dog is smaller, you can get lighter than 16 gauge, or if it's a bigger dog, you can get bigger than 16 gauge, whatever you like. This is the grand total, 1.5 foot, grand total of 68 cents. You'll need 2 of these connectors, total price of $1.08. So that's your total project right there. Okay, so I'm going to put aside the one that I've done, and I'll bring out the one I'm going to work on. Okay, first of all, be very careful at this stage. We're going to be taking off this connection, and if you take this off, it'll zip back in, and you'll be into another half-hour project. So make sure you put the lock on, so there's no chance that's going to come back on you. Okay, here's the tools that you'll need. Something sharp, something really sharp, and there is a special crimping tool for these little guys, but you'll probably only use it once in your life, and it's not worth 20 or 30 bucks. So I used just an old pair of vice grips to do that at the end. Okay, here we go. The cord comes into this little device here, and it comes out one of these sides. Which side, I don't know. You'll just have to try one side. I got it right, the correct side, right off the bat. If you get the wrong side, it won't come out, so go to the other side. Okay, give yourself a little bit of leeway here. You'll see there's a little knot here. Now there's 2 ways of doing this. You can take out that knot and redo it when you're finished, or you can leave that loop like it is and cut this old one off. I've decided to cut the old one off. That saves me doing that knot. Okay, so this new cord is going to go through here when I get to that stage. Obviously the other end, if you want to use this, cut this off as well. There we go. Okay, so here we start with our little loops here. Take your airplane wire, put it through one side of the attachment, through your leash hook, back into the other side. Easier said than done sometimes. There we go. Now here's the part you have to be careful about. The raw end here, make sure it's inside, but not too far in. If it's all the way to here, you're not going to have a good attachment. So make sure it's just inside, so your dog's not going to get scraped, cut with that. You don't have to pull it all the way, just a nice little loop like that. Okay, now comes the crucial part. As I said, there is a crimping tool for this, but I use the inside edge right in here of a vice grip. Check, see that it's not sticking out. Crimp. Do it both sides. It doesn't hurt to check it. Make sure it's a nice crimp. That's not a bad job. Okay, now the other end. As I said earlier, I decided to just leave this loop alone rather than cut this off and make another loop. So here we go. Okay, again, make sure the raw end doesn't stick out so your dog's not going to get hurt. This loop is not crucial. There we go. Okay. Again, make sure there's no raw end there. Okay, I'm not too happy with that. It's not quite closed enough, so I'm going to increase the strength a little bit on the vice grips here. Okay, and now we pull the spring back here, make sure it's all nice and snug, and there we go. Release your brake. Now you got a bite-through proof leader. Okay, I hope this video helps you. Take care. Cheers.